But yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to kongsbongsdongs, and today we're going to be making miso soup. Click like and subscribe. Today we're going to be making miso soup. You already know what it is. Always make sure you got a trusty knife with you. It's a little bit different than traditional miso soup. Typically, you know, you're going to have your kombu, dashi, miso. You're going to have some rice on the side, soy sauce. Mushrooms, cabbage can be an additive. Also, I forgot. Very important, you need your wakame seaweed. So, let's get cooking. Before anything, start with your rice. We're using that short grain Japanese white rice, so a lot of starch in there. You want to really make sure you wash your rice.
Why are you running your fingers through it?
Because, as you can see,
so it gets it wet.
It's getting a lot of the starches out, because this rice has a lot of starch. You can see how it's cloudy like this? That is all the starch. That's going to make your rice really sticky and gooey and kind of mushy. And you really don't want that. Not super hard. You just got to be gentle with it. You're just pretty much just agitating the rice more than anything. Going to drain. You see all of that. It's like creamy white.
Yeah.
All that starch is going out.
That starch?
Yes.
Hold on.
You're going to want to do this about 2 or 3 times, really, until the water runs mostly clear. 20 kids. I've heard it works. I just want you to fucking put your mouth right on the curb.
Doesn't it feel good to talk about our feelings sometimes?
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel good? Yeah.
Can I get that on a t-shirt?
Gotta talk about my gamer rage.
God, hammer, hand, God, hand.
What? What the fuck did you just say?
I wanted to say God hand, but I said God hammer because I was thinking of Laura Hammer, and then went to fix it, and it didn't.
Yeah, you should see this motherfucker's live streams.
That's live streams?
So you can kind of see it's getting a little less cloudy.
The Daddy Rich.
Huh?
Is that a car wash reference? I fucking love car wash, boy. Oh yeah, hey man, that's fucking cool.
It's like walking around having somebody like
It's
hold
like
your...
whenever you wear your pants like with your dick hanging out. You know, you're still wearing pants, but what's the point?
I like how the Hondashi censored your dick being out.
That's yeah, that's good.
We believe in Jesus.
We
in this
drink
house.
milk.
We only eat German apples. Apples from Germany. They're always imported. There's an apple tree down the road. It was communally grown. I don't like that. Have you ever heard of Dipati? For their political ad, they just put porn on TV, on live German TV after 10 p.m. with their party logo at the top.
My brain. You're just gonna let the rice kind of sit.
You just let the rice kind of sit.
This step is entirely optional.
Entirely optional.
Pretty much just to improve the texture a bit. You want to let the rice sit and kind of re-dry out. So we've washed all the starch out. Now we're going to let it dry and just kind of re-soak up a little bit more water. Then, in about 10 minutes, once the rice is pretty dry, we're going to cook it. As you can see, I have everything here that I need to make the perfect kind of miso soup. We're just going to give them some little chops. This doesn't have to be super even or fine. you know, put some texture in it, give it some variety. Brush off all the dirt. I'm just gonna slice them like this, nice and pretty, just
You know,
like
it's bad luck to do it that way.
just like the restaurants.
Don't do it the way he's doing it. That's bad luck.
Slicing the mushrooms that way?
No, cooking.
I go where they tell me to go. So you're gonna actually want to let your tofu drain for a little bit, let it press. If you can get something kind of flat and just a little bit of weight, it'll actually squeeze out a lot of the extra water. That will really help it get nice, and whenever it gets in the soup, it can absorb more of the flavor. Okay, so water's boiling. Add in the kombu. Now that it's boiling, I'm actually going to turn it down just a wee bit. You don't want it to be too hot. Just throw it in there. I'm going to add in this dashi powder. This is really just the bonito fish flakes or katsuobushi in a powdered form. It's no different than any other like instant soup stock that you would use at home. Except it's made of fish.
Hey, look over here. Yeah.
You're gonna let it fill. Really, you want to be able to set your finger on top of the bed of rice whenever it's flat, and the water level will go up to this knuckle right here, this first knuckle. Wait for this. How's this doing? Still doing good. I know it looks odd using a strainer to stir this around, but I'm going to use this to scoop it out. And
I don't think you care about looking odd.
So catch me up. What's going on here?
so,
Oh, yeah, we got this guy hanging out with us, making sure we don't say any mean things on Twitter. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
I catch people saying mean things on Twitter. I won't really do jack shit because it's the internet.
Oh, you just vanished.
we're just chilling here, guys. All we do is just chill.
Trying to get that fucking gay ass hat off your head.
What do you mean?
You have never ridden a street bike in your life.
A street bike?
You know, bikes for the street.
Yeah.
You never
I
ridden
have.
one of those, young man. Why you got that hat?
I rode them around in DC. How long do we wash our hands for?
What is this?
Crack.
What's going on with the music? Get the fuck.
So
What's going on with the miso?
first, we're gonna get the kombu out because you don't. What did we say last time? You don't eat this stuff. You can if you want, but you might not have a good time.
What does it taste like?
You want to try? We're gonna bring this up to a boil now. Also, I'm gonna add more water. You want to get you a big scoop. Now, this is the amount of miso you add is really up to your taste, especially like with the kinds you want. You know, if you prefer like darker miso, blonde miso, like this. I kind of grew up eating blonde miso more, so I like this a lot better. I'm really feeling it, so I'm gonna add a bit more. Just a dash more.
Kratom?
What?
Kratom?
Kratom?
Yeah.
Piss, isn't it?
Yeah. It's really dark cat piss.
It's the rare stuff.
You're gonna get all these. Not all of them. Put them in these. We put this in the soy sauce.
Mean things on Twitter, huh?
Yeah.
He said them first. I retweeted them because they were bad.
It is
Trying to rope around that one, huh, cowboy?
That is something people do on that fucking hellscape of a website.
I was a jazz drummer. I was in jazz band in high school, and my fucking jazz teacher every day would quote Whiplash. This ain't no special cabbage, it's just cabbage. This wouldn't be a part of like your typical normal miso soup, but
Well, no miso soup really is normal, though, is it?
miso soup comes in all forms, but this might not seem
All
traditional
forms:
to
earth,
you.
water, wind, and air.
That's a Korean show. This is seaweed. It's dry. This actually will expand into some pretty big pieces of seaweed.
Show it
just
to the camera
wakame.
again. You didn't get the first time.
It's just wakame.
Hold still.
If you have ever been to a sushi restaurant or a Japanese restaurant,
people typically don't eat this. But, I mean, you can if you want.
yeah, see if you like it.
It's really not that bad.
It's a very mild flavor.
It doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so you kids heard of drop ball. How about drop bottle? See, it's the same technique. You just gotta go down and grip it. Come on. I really can't grip it as well as I thought I could.
Now, we're going to turn her down just a bit. Be very sparing with these unless you really want a lot of wakame in there. And I love wakame. But, yeah, a little bit goes a long way. To hydrate your seaweed or your body. Much love, Akio.
Let's go strobe light. Let's see how that soup looks. He ruined the soup! This is the corn.
Sure.
Do you have my dip?
Your Copenhagen log cut wintergreen.
Do you have my charger? What time is it? Yep, you know what that means, right?
Where is she?
We gotta call. Let's call her right now.
No. What's going on? You'll never know. Ram Ranch. Kanzei shimashita.
That's you. I think it means you. That's yours.
It means done. Typically it's just slurped out of the bowl. Sometimes using chopsticks to like pick it up. It's pretty hot though, so be careful. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu. Mary Itadakimasu.
It's really good.
Very good. Thank you.
It's still really hot. I should have written this one down. You guys ever watch Doug Walker?
Doug Walker, Texas Ranger. I think I was a Clint Eastwood character.
Wait, I thought kelp was an algae.
Nope.
What am I thinking of?
I don't know, algae?
Well, no, there is a type of algae people eat, like a type of seafood that's like grows. It's like sea vegetation, but it's like algae.
Oh yeah.
Plankton.
Do people eat plankton?
Mm-hmm. Some do.
Who?
According to Simpsons, Mexico.
I love The Simpsons with all of my heart and all my being, so probably a little bit more actually.
Do you worship at the feet of Homer?
Every day.
I worship Homer's feet.
Just kind of both feet.
How white of you.
God, dude.
Fucking Gaijin Goomba.
That's what you get, you absolute dickhole.
Yeah, if you fuck with this, I will fuck you up. I cooked this in.
I was trying to push it away from the edge.
No, he's trying to push it onto the floor. I saw
Because
that.
I don't want you to
I saw
mess your
your-
carpet
I saw-
up.
I saw the
you
I saw the
mean
gleam in
our
his eye.
carpet?
Yes, that's right. I live here now. I now live in the lair.
Now live in my domain.
Alright, so some of y'all have been asking me, Thad, how many days in a row can I wear the same pair of jeans?